there's two types of exits. There's money management exits and there's tactical exits. The money management exit helps you set exits around your objectives. If the risk gets too big and you want to smooth your curve, you'll sell some. And we have tactical exits. So this is, do you use a trailing stop? Do you sell high? Do you sell on divergence? Do you sell on volatility extremes? Do you sell on time? Do you sell on an environment condition? Two different sets of objectives, two different types of exits. Today, we're going to talk about the importance of exits. When we talk about the importance of exits, there's different aspects that we want to talk through. First of all, one of the key aspects is that exits are psychological. They're highly psychological. So what does that mean? That means that once somebody gets into a trade, they are fully vested in it psychologically. I've been around this for a long time. I've taught people how to trade. And what's interesting is if I give people a system, I said, here's a box right here. In this box is everything you need to do to trade successfully. It tells you where to get in. It tells you where to get out. And I give that to a group of 20 traders. What you're going to see is that a high percentage of those 20 will follow the entries. They will follow the criteria of how they find it and how they get in. But once they get in, the whole thing diverges. Now, why is that? Before we get in, we're not psychologically vested. It's just an idea. But once we're in, we have real money on the line and our psychological beliefs come to the forefront and now are going to color our decisions. So you learn the system in a box, you enter by the rules, but on the exits, you now start to question the exits. And it might just be a subtle thing. It might be like, the trade works, and all of a sudden you have fear that you're going to give the money back, so you jump and get out. Some of them, the trade will start to be a winner a little bit, and you'll get out. Other people will be like, no, I don't want to get out. I'm going to ride this for as long as I can. Some people will sell a little bit. Some people will sell a lot. So if we buy 10 contracts for a position size, well, some people will sell 1. Some people will sell 5. Some people will sell 10. And so by the end of the trade, you have 20 different P&Ls. Isn't that interesting? Isn't it interesting that when you give somebody a system, you give them a method, the entries will look similar, the exits will look different. That's why it's one of the big reasons why exits are so important, because they really reflect your psychology. If your psychology is bad, it's going to get reflected in bad exits. Another aspect of this is when you go through and you look at great traders, the thing that you'll see that great traders have in common is they're awesome at exits. They get out in ways that nobody sees or nobody knows. They act very disciplined. They have great timing for when to get out. So there's a famous book called Reminiscences of a Stock Operator, and it's the story of Jesse Livermore. It's a fictional story about Jesse Livermore. The big thing I got out of that book the first time I read it, there are lots of big traders who all recommended this book. The big thing I got out of that book was that for the average trader, they buy when they want to and they kind of sell when they want to because their sizes are small. So they're kind of insignificant to the market. But when you start trading really big, like Jesse Livermore did, or you start trading really big like a fund manager does, or you start trading really big like a market maker does, like I've done in my career, both as a market maker and a fund manager, you start to get into these positions that you are really big in the market. And when you're big, everybody watches you. Everybody watches what you do. And when you want to get out, when you start to sell to get out, everybody will start selling in front of you. They'll try and race you, and they'll make you hemorrhage money trying to get out. So in Reminiscences of a Stock Operator, the lesson was when you have a big position on, you get out when you can, not when you want to. So I'll say that again. You get out when you can, not when you want to. So what does that mean? What that means is that when you have a big position on, you have to sell it when there's demand for it. So if you wait for the market to roll over and turn down, the demand will disappear and you will hemorrhage money trying to get out. So if you get in a situation, you're long, and now there's a party who's bidding and bidding and bidding, trying to get it bought, that is your opportunity to sell it to them. Because in that moment, that party is focused on what they're trying to do. They're focused on either the greed of getting in or the fear of getting out. Like, just get me out of this position and take my loss. But soon as that party's done, there's going to be a vacuum. So if you don't sell when you have the opportunity, you're going to be caught in the vacuum and you're going to sell it in the hole. So that's a key component of exits. Exits also reflect your objectives. So a lot of times we talk about objectives. I know for me, when I first heard this, I'm like, what does this mean? I just want to make money. But what objectives are is what is it that you're trying to accomplish? How do you want to make money? Do you want to make money with a nice smooth equity curve? Or do you want to make money with an equity curve that might be volatile, but it goes parabolic? They're two different outcomes. One is designed to make money in a conservative, steady way, and you will never make the most amount of money there. The other is very volatile, but that's where the most money is made. So what do you want? The type of exits you use help reflect your objectives. There's two types of exits. There's money management exits and there's tactical exits. Nobody talks about the money management exit, barely at all. But what a money management exit does is it helps you set exits around your objectives. So if the risk gets too big and you want to smooth your curve, you'll sell some. Or if you want to amplify your curve, the risk won't get too big. You're going to look for opportunities to add risk to make your curve go parabolic. Two different sets of objectives, two different types of exits. So we have money management exits, which are rarely talked about, and we have tactical exits. Tactical exits are talked about all the time. So this is, do you use a trailing stop? Do you sell high? Do you sell on divergence? Do you sell on volatility extremes? Do you sell on time? Do you sell on an environment condition? All kinds of different types of exits you could choose. Which ones are you choosing and why? Are you using it because you read it in a book? Or you're using it because you've really thought it through? The last aspect is that using options can really help create better exits. Do we think the trade's going to keep going and we're trying to get risk off the table? That's a lot different objective than we think the market could imminently reverse and go south. Two different sets of actions. Options help in both these scenarios create much better exits than you're going to get just getting out of stock or futures alone. I've given you a lot here to think about. You want to improve your trading. One of the best ways to improve your trading is to change your exits. Understand why you're using the exits you do and get them optimized in a way that works to support you. This is a different mindset that will really pay off for you if you use it. And I encourage all of you to continue to tune in to Trader Tip Tuesday every Tuesday. So have a great week. God bless. I'll talk to you soon.